Let me ask you something. What happens when your house sits on the market for 60, 90, even 120 days? Well, do you know what buyers start asking? What's wrong with the house? And to me, that question can cost you thousands of dollars. But look, here's the truth. You can't just wake up and decide what your house is worth. The market doesn't care that you want a six-figure payday. It doesn't care that you've remodeled the kitchen or that you need a certain profit in order to move into your next home. You know, the market is going to decide your value, whether you like it or not. And right now, Crestview, the market is sending a pretty loud message. The median home price is sitting around the mid 300s, about, I would say, anywhere between 331 to 359, depending on the month. But homes are sitting on the market anywhere between 57 to 84 days before selling. And a growing chunk of sellers are cutting their prices just to get attention. Buyers, they are cautious. They have options, guys. You know, I would say that they're not playing the let's see what I can get away with game anymore. But here's where I see sellers make the same mistakes over and over. You know, I'd say that they anchor themselves to a number. I want to make $100,000 in profit. I want what the guy down the street got. I want to make back every single dime that I put into my upgrades. And then they sit, and then they sit until they're frustrated and they are forced to slash their price. By then, guys, that listing has gone stale. These buyers start sitting there, they start smelling that blood in the water. Because you can't dictate the value. The buyers dictate the value. The data dictates the value. And then what you might end up happening is that you lose all the momentum. And guys, that momentum is everything. So if you want to be smart, you've got to make sure that you price it strategically, not emotionally. You've got to use the comps. You've got to use the comps in the neighborhood, not the ones across town with a 3-car garage and a pool. You adjust for your home's actual condition, not what you wish that it was worth. You position yourself to meet just under the key price points. So buyers actually click on your listing and give yourself a little bit of room to negotiate. Not a fantasy number that only exists in your head. Here's the kicker. The market gives you feedback fast. In the first 2 or 3 weeks, you'll know if your price is working. No showings, no offers, that's the market screaming at you to adjust. Ignore that voice that's in your head. And, if you feel like sitting there waiting for months and watching other homes sell while yours becomes invisible, that's what happens. Overpricing doesn't just delay your sale. It stigmatizes it. It puts doubt into buyers' minds. It sets you up for painful price cuts. And it costs you money, sometimes way more than if you had priced it correctly from the start. So let me be blunt. You can't demand your ideal profit and expect Crestview buyers in 2025 to play along. They're smarter, they're sensitive to price, and they're willing to walk. If you want to sell strong, sell smart, lead with strategy, not stubbornness. The homes that move in this market are the ones that listen to reality, not emotion. And hey, if you want the inside edge, I'd say any staging tips, curb appeal, little design tweaks that help you stand out without blowing your budget, get on my list. I'll send you real advice that works in Crestview, not just some kind of generic fluff, because of in the market, the sooner you stop fighting the numbers, the sooner you can get to where you actually want to be. Well, guys, I hope that you like this video. If you would like to hit the like button, and subscribe to this channel, or even comment below. Talk to you later. I'm Tanya Rivera with the Property Group 850.